The tallest building in the state of Indiana, the Chase Tower, rising high above our location today at Bankers Life Fieldhouse in Indianapolis. And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here in the start of a new season. Along with Steve Smith and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And our friend on the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge, who we'll be hearing from shortly. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Pacers. On Friday, they'll head out on the road to face the Kings in Sacramento. And then on Saturday, they'll tip off a homestand starting with the Sacramento Kings. So here's Miami's starting group. At the 2 and the 3, it's Butler and Winslow. In the middle, it's Olynyk and Adebayo. And it's Dragic in at the point. And for the Pacers, Ogden and Oladipo, the backcourt duo. Lamb and Warren at the 3 and the 4. And it's Turner in at the 5 down low. Some tough defense in this arena tonight, Smitty. These teams are so good at getting stops.
Yeah, when you have teams that defend this well, you can't beat them off the dribble. The ball and body movement is going to be key tonight.
Now, here's Butler. Winslow against Lamb. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Jeremy Lamb.
There's a certain attitude to Winslow's style of play, conducive to getting to the line. And for Justice Winslow, the former 10th overall pick out of Duke, he has transformed himself into a Swiss Army knife of a wing player. Gives you a bit of everything.
And he makes the first. You know, it's funny to think that not too long ago, Smitty, Winslow was viewed as a defensive specialist.
And in all fairness, that was not too long ago, like you said, Kevin. But what I like now, his playmaking has improved to where he can create for others, and he's getting more and more confident on his threes and scoring.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
The 10th overall pick back in 2015, Justice Winslow has been fighting injuries, but he still has a chance to be very good.
1:27 left to play in the first quarter. Back to Dragic. The pass to Winslow. He dishes it to Butler. 6 to shoot. And he banks in the layup.
Justice Winslow has done an excellent job of being unselfish and making the right play.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Nate McMillan.
Well, Kevin, he spoke about the strategy coming in of working the ball inside, emphasizing that throughout the game. That's where they think they have the biggest advantage, and they think they can score inside with consistency. We will see how long that holds up, guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Indiana shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
Sabonis, he's checked in for Lamb. Then for the Heat, Myers Leonard, he's checked in for Adebayo. Johnson comes in for Olynyk. And Hero subbed in for Jimmy Butler.
One shot.
That free throw good from Turner.
And historically, you almost never saw a great shot blocker who could also knock down triples at a high clip. But count Miles Turner among the unicorns who provide that rare combination.
Now here's Brogdon. After the miss from Goran Dragic. And there's the bucket from Victor Oladipo.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
And, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yes, the last few years, the rules changes have tended to benefit the offenses. This evens things out a bit.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Leaf checked in for Miles Turner. McDermott comes in for Warren. And Aaron Holiday's subbed in for Oladipo. Dragic with it. Shoots over McDermott. And that one released in time, but no good.
This is the area where Doug McDermott has to get better to get playing time, and he has done that. Nice contest from him.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Pacers lead by 4. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Indianapolis. Jimmy Butler, a hard worker on the floor and off the court as well, possesses a unique individuality.
I worked extremely hard to get where I am today, so whenever you walk to my house, you see a really big, some may call it obnoxious, boombox aquarium, but I love music. I don't really watch too much TV. It's always music, so it's just another thing to remind me, continue to be who you are. It just has fish inside of it.
A boombox aquarium, huh? Points for originality, Greg.
Butler, not shy, breaking from convention, beats to the rhythm of his own drum.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And taking a look at the Pacers' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. Johnson and Leonard together up front. Hero out there with Dragic, and it's Jones in at the 3. Now Sabonis after the missed 3 from Goran Dragic, and out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
And let's see the stat sheet here on Malcolm Brogdon. A very nice season for him last year. First in free throw shooting. And you look at his three-point field goal percentage. How about top 10 in the league? He did not miss often.
And as you said, the league's best free throw shooter last season. What a tremendous asset, especially in clutch situations. And so here is Miami following the missed shot by Sabonis.
Pretty tall point guard. Goran Dragic sees the entire floor. Terrific look.
Pacers leading by 4. There's 45 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Offensive rebound. Here's Brogdon. Johnson with the block. Here's Hero. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And he's still waiting to make his first shot for the night. Now 0 of 4. And it's Dragic with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So both teams making some changes here. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Has to be Bitadze. Banked in off the glass. Bitadze's got the lead up to 6 now for the Pacers.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Now Butler. Out to the wing. Dragic with a wide open look. Second chance shot. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Indiana Pacers with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Goran. How would you say you guys have done in the first half?
I mean, we are battling. We as a team, and if we're gonna play like that, I think so. We're gonna be okay.
We'll see what happens in the second half. Thanks, Goran. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. For the Pacers, the first quarter was pretty even. They did jump out to a lead in the opening period, but 4 points was the biggest it got. Checking out the Pacers, Kenny?
Well, they're putting bodies on people. If you just look at the rebounding numbers, you could tell that they've been putting their body on and being more physical than the other team. Now, that fact looms large on both sides, and that's going to be the difference in the second half.
And over to Shaq. What'd you think about Miami?
Well, to say their shots are not falling is an understatement. It's a miracle they're still in this game. They need to flip the switch big time in the second half, and that starts with more movement on offense. If you don't have a great look, find the open man, drive the ball, create an opportunity. Come on, basketball 101.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See everybody with Kevin Harlan.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. So Steve, the league has done a pretty good job of curbing player altercations. Some guys, always though, it seems, are going to be ready to go toe-to-toe and will not back down.
Patrick Beverly, Kevin, Draymond Green, James Johnson.
Yeah.
Those guys come to mind. They are ready to go from the tip. They are ready to go.
Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Ogden and Oladipo, the backcourt duo. And it's Lamb in at the 3 spot. They're the group for Nate McMillan starting the second half. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Jimmy Butler has made several all-star teams, but he remains single-minded in pursuit of his bigger goal. Butler said, "I just want to win a championship. That's all that matters. I didn't do it in high school, didn't do it in college. If I don't win it here, then I'll go to the 50 and over league someday. But I got to win a championship at some stage." Kevin?
I like that attitude. Thank you, D.A. Here's Brogdon. Justice Winslow picking up that last bucket. Oladipo taking his time here. Got a piece of it. Pass to Lamb. Outside to Brogdon. 4 on the shot clock. No good there. The Heat go the other way with it. Winslow with it. He's picked up by Lamb. Shot's good from Butler.
Those 220 pounds came in handy. Jimmy Butler using his big body and muscling those tough shots.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And here we go. Butler heading to the hoop. Lays it in off the breakaway. Butler's got 4 this quarter.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
Now, here's Oladipo. From deep three-point range.
That's just hustle by Jimmy Butler. Did not give up on that look. Opponents, they don't get clean looks when he's around.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Heat out front as they dominate the last minutes of the quarter on an 8-0 run. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And let's listen in on what Nate McMillan had to say to his team.
We're good, right here. Come on. Hey, one shot. One shot is all they get. Everybody rebound. All right, everybody rebound.
Encouraging his team to lock down here.
And not wanting to give the opponent any second chance opportunities, especially given how close this game is.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the floor for Miami starting the 4th. In the middle, it's Olynyk and Adebayo. Filling out the wings, it's Waiters and Butler. And it's Winslow in at the point. Here's Oladipo. Dion Waiters making his last shot. Oladipo with the ball, and it's Waiters picking him up. Oladipo, good.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
And I love the play call. This is where you get the ball into the hands of your closers where they can do something with it.
Now here's Butler. Oladipo with the block. Brogdon outside. And here's Oladipo. 18 feet out. No good off the back of the rim.
You know, and after fighting to get back into it, that was the chance there to tie it up.
Ever so close. Needed that one to go down.
Now here's Butler. Over Oladipo. Good!
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They're behind by 4. 44 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Jimmy Butler.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on Nate McMillan talking to his team. He told them we've got to make the most of every chance right now. This is a winnable game, but we've got to make plays. Guys, we'll see if they can come back.
All right, David, thanks. Shot clock at 3. They get the rebound. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Man, it took forever for them to commit that foul. I don't know why they didn't do it right away. Those are precious seconds.
And so they foul intentionally.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Shooting 2.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5.
Well, he was a champion in Italy. We see what Dragic has done in the NBA. He's had a solid career, and he's still evolving.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. Timeout called the Pacers. They're trailing by 5. 6 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
I just think they have to focus on the moment. Don't worry about the score. Worry about executing the next play.
Six seconds left in the game, and the Pacers can't get it to go.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have the confidence. You have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
And so it's the Heat winning this one. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And, Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Jimmy, you have not been shy about setting the bar high for this team defensively. Now, how do you think you did at that end tonight?
We did our thing tonight. We came out, put bodies on guys. Basketball is a game of runs, and they got some great scores, but in the end, we did what we were supposed to do.
You got the last run, and that's what matters. Thanks, Jimmy. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you next time